is Saturday, but just because the market is asleep, it doesn't mean that we are. We're back doing the DD, and we're looking at some really good stuff that we have here. This is going to be one of those videos that's coming out today, and yes, we do have a lot of great content coming at you this weekend, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you are subscribed, do like this video, share it if you can, because we are of course trying to grow the channel and subsequently get the good DD out there. But remember, this is not financial advice, it's all my personal opinion. Of course I must say that for my safety and yours, so be aware before investing and do your own research. Right, so we're going to get onto the biggest thing in my opinion first, and that's coming from us.james, who is on Twitter under the @USJames0826. Melvin sells 4.3 billion after the SEC has announced its new transparency rules will pass in estimated time of arrival 30 days, and the document is shown very clearly here. Actually it's more clear when we go into this angle, and you can see the figures for it and the pages. And if you do want to have a look at this by yourself, I do recommend it, and feel free to pause the video at any point. So yeah, we do have that, and I think that is a big deal because it's not a small amount of money, is it? 4.3 billion. It's a very big amount, and the question is, what does this mean? Are they finished? Are they in trouble? And why are they doing this? Of course, we can only draw assumptions because nobody knows what their real intentions are apart from them, but I don't think it looks good, you know? It's a massive amount of money to be selling immediately, especially coincidentally after the SEC has announced this new transparency rule. So what does it tell us about what they have, what they're holding, etc.? I think it does say something, but of course, who knows what? Again, only time will tell. With all this transparency coming in, what will it mean for them, and what will it mean for other hedge funds? Because, you know, I doubt they're the only one who is going to be taking action in the next few days. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, it may not happen, but I think that is a sign of potentially things to come. Now, this one's coming from the user over here who isn't noted, and it says, when Robinhood to 001. So it's talking about that price target that Rich Greenfield put on AMC, but actually now, Robinhood isn't doing too well. And this is what Charles V. Payne's written on Twitter. So it says, pro tip, don't call yourself Robin Hood if you're going to turn your back on the folks in Sherwood Forest after a phone call from the Sheriff of Nottingham. So it's talking about the fact that Robin Hood, you know, has not really been shown to live up to the story of Robin Hood. They haven't really had the best interests of people like us, the retail investors, at heart. And of course, with the whole story of Robin Hood being about stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, of course, nobody is asking them to steal, but they're not giving to the poor, as in us, you know, the 99% of people. It seems that they're only giving to the 1%. And it really is astonishing, actually, that they have the name Robin Hood, because it's clearly not something that they represent on a tail-for-tail basis. Now, the next piece is coming from over here, is coming from Reddit as well, but it is a repost from Donahue George, so shout out to Godzilla Punch for uploading this one 20 hours ago. Excuse me, what? And it's been written, the liquidity problem seems to have started. Interactive brokers can't DRS GME shares. Could this mean all real shares are gone? And I do believe in the next day or two, this is something which we're going to be talking about a lot more on the channel, because it is it's going to be a very interesting issue, but it is looking like that liquidity issue could be starting right now. And what will that also mean for AMC and GME, actually, for that matter, into the future? Of course, we cannot be sure right now. But what we do know is, like I've said before, they can run away from the data, but they ultimately cannot hide from it. We're coming to a point right now where things are becoming more and more clear with AMC. And I know when we come back to look at the chart, things are not looking too good. Yesterday was ever so slightly green, closing at 15, not that it matters, because there weren't really any options notable. But really, what I'm trying to say here is, they've been running away from this problem for a year now. Actually, you know, even a little bit more. So they've run away from the problem for a long time. And the question is, where do they go? Because they can run, they can kick the can down the road, as I've said before, but really, the problem's still going to be there, and it's just going to be something to deal with tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or even next year. But you're still going to have to face up to the problem in the end. And that is where the power of the apes come in. Because for shorting a stock, you know, you do have to pay a borrow fee. But for us to hold, whilst we are seeing our unrealized profits go up, it's important to realize that those unrealized profits and losses are not realized until they are realized. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but it is as simple as it is. You dictate where the profits come in, you dictate where the sell price is, and of course, that is your personal power. And that is actually a great power to have. As an individual, it doesn't mean much, but as a collective community, it means the world. And that is the motive behind this whole movement. And things really are changing in the market. I'm going to be covering some great stuff this weekend, as I said. We've got a lot to be talking about, and I think it is really starting to hot up, both with AMC particularly, but also in the wider market, and that's what we're fighting for. Of course, we're here for a MOAS, but past the MOAS, we don't just want that. We want a market afterwards that is safe and fair for us to invest in. If not, what would be the point? What is the point in us investing? And that is what we are slowly getting by the looks of it. Again, I think somebody will get hurt in the process, and it probably will be the institutions and hedge funds this time, but yeah, it's not looking like it's going to end very well. Ultimately though, the shorts are in a big mess, and the question is, how do they solve that problem? And here's the answer, guys. As I've said many times in the past, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. It's not my problem to sort out, because I did not go short on AMC stock. But the people who did, they should be worrying right now, because they have a lot of short positions, and they need to be covered at some point. So when's it going to be? Is it going to be at a price of 9? Is it going to be at a price of 15? Or is it going to be at a price even higher? Because we know that the retail buying pressure isn't going anywhere, so what is the plan going to be next? Anyway, there's something to think about for you there, guys. Hope you did enjoy. I'll be back with you in a bit. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.